Please sit down. Prynawn da a croeso I Prifysgol Gaerdydd. Good afternoon and welcome to Cardiff University for this 2019 graduation ceremony. My name is Gareth Powell and I'm the Vice Chair of the University Council. A graduation ceremony is undoubtedly a high point in the university calendar, an occasion when we celebrate the sheer hard work, the enthusiasm and the success of your studies. And so to those of you who are graduating today, enjoy this occasion and savour each and every moment of it. And to those of you who have come as family, friends and supporters, share, please, in that sense of enjoyment, for this is the culmination of hard work. Graduation naturally gives us the opportunity to look back at your time at this university. Acquiring a university education is no mean feat, so you are to be commended for achieving a place at this university. For long ago as it may seem, the competition was considerable, and for each place there were about 7 applicants. And then, of course, you have spent your time here exploring new ideas, getting to grips with new concepts, questioning and entering into the life of the university. It may be that you have spent some of your time in one of the student union sporting activities, or with the hugely successful student volunteering scheme. But each of you has arrived at this point with a unique and particular Cardiff University experience. The day may, of course, be tinged with some sadness if after this ceremony you are to leave Cardiff. But you remain a member of this institution, and something of the vibrancy of this diverse and multicultural city will go with you, as your Cardiff experience will shape who you are as you make a contribution to public life. For in times of considerable political uncertainty, it is this university education that now contributes to exploration, to knowledge, to the pursuit of wisdom and the service of the common good for a better, more caring, sustainable world. And it is in that context that graduation gives us an opportunity to look forward to the sorts of careers that lie ahead of you, taking your place in this alumni community, but taking your place in a group of people who make a contribution to public life, who not only in the discipline of law, but also in a whole host of disciplines as scientists and engineers, actors, film producers and public servants, make a difference and shape communities. It is armed, equipped and exposed to this wider knowledge that you now rejoice, I hope, and celebrate the achievements and the experiences of being a member of Cardiff University. The challenges are considerable and the responsibilities great, but the possibilities are simply endless. So I hope today is a source of great enthusiasm and much celebration for you. I now have the pleasure of introducing Aragon, who is about to embark on a PhD here at the university in multilingual literacies in the School of Welsh. Ellen will read a poem commissioned by the university from the inaugural Welsh national poet Gwyneth Lewis, and then Ellen will read the proclamation which will open this ceremony. Enjoy today and all that it brings. Diolch yn fawr.
Education by Gyfraith Lewis. Beiddia feiddio, gwellhad y wneud, myna geisio, parcha ddweud. Traws newidiad fydd dy glod, dy ddyfodol, mentro bod. Learning's a passport that returns you home a better person. It permits you to dare being daring, makes you secure with not knowing everything, helps you welcome some failure, forges an alloy with others' thinking. It is simple delight in mind and its motions, scintillates but isn't deceptive, admits the joy of institutes, is the open road to everywhere but bigotry. It's the shortest distance between you and me, and if you're lucky, it never ends. I will now read the proclamation, first in Welsh, then in English. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys i holl aelodau'r brifysgol ac ar hyd y lled y byd fod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym mhrif ddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod i dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd, yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'i hysgol heictod, wedi'w harholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi'w cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb i gyfrannu o werthoedd y brifysgol hon. Nodyn yn twy i'w ceisio, drwy eu cyflawniadau, wasanaethu erthlles pawb, i ymdrechu sicrhau rhagoriaeth ymhopeth ac ymboeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar ddoethineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
Prynhawn da, Colin Redden dwi'n, Isgan Hechlor. Ar ran prifysgol, mae gen I bleser mawr sy'n croeso cynnes I chi gyd y prynhawn yma. Well, good afternoon everybody, and a very warm welcome to you on behalf of the university. We now come to the main part of the ceremony, part where the students will one by one cross the stage. One of my colleagues here will read out their name. And that is the moment at which you must erupt into wild applause. Don't feel in any way inhibited. You can whoop, you can whistle, you can cheer, if that's what you want to do. All I would ask is that when the student reaches me, and I will then congratulate them, that at that moment you stop so that we can hear the name of the next person so that it's fair to everybody. Once all students have crossed the stage for each award and returned to their seats, I will ask them to stand. And At this point, I will then address them in Welsh. And the Welsh sentence that I will speak, when translated, means, "Through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to your award with all the privileges this confers." So we will now proceed to the presentation of graduates.
I, Professor Urfan Khalik, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Sana Hassan Abbas. Puthaina Abdullah Ali. Ebekun Ademi, Excellence Adeyemi. Jose Afonso. Jocelyn Lim Tian Ai. Zina Al Sadoun. Gareth Ansell. Eleanor Ashcroft. Annabella Astel Wood. Faize Azur. Rosh Baban. Matt Baker. Manisha Shankari Balanchander. Gabiha Balti Ramataya. Shamini Baskaran. Charlotte Beadles. Charlie Bennett. Will Berridge. Charlotte Bignell. Samuel Robert Bonnard. Anna Gale Baytard. Harvey Boothroyd. Holly Bowen. Samuel Brett. Leila Busigara. Sally Ann Louise Caswell. Laura Ernestina Carlson. Ken Chai. Yong Lin Chai. Chin K. Chan. Ka Meng Chia. Josephine Chi. Jamie Win Chen Chiong. Alicia Ratnaraj. Joey Chin. Michelle Zishan Chin. Shi Ying Chin. Wan Zin Shin. Brandon Chin. Wei Tong Ching. Emily Wei Xing Chong. Zi Eun Chong. Jessie Chu. Lewis Clark. Bradley Philip Cunvin. Brianna Daniels. Omorinsola Daramola. Megan Davey. James Davis. Jessica Emily Davis. Sophie Rosa Davies. Georgia Da Costa. Bianca De Souza. Emily Deakin. Joseph Dennis. Kavinash Devadandan. Sarah Mori. Lucy Rose Dobson. Catherine Edwards. Chluella Edwards. Olivia Ellis. Jake Engstrom. Catherine Evans. Gwenova Half Evans. Jonathan Evans. Millie Evans. Morgan Evans. Isabella India Iziche. Chloe Fellows. Annabella Ferrari. Sean Fitzgerald. Lauren Floyd. Rebecca Fox. Yishan Emily Fung. Mi Yan Siragan. Devina Ganisaliganam. Ellen Gentry. Ira Gladchi. Oliver Green. Elliot Gyfraith. Marios Haji Nakula. Connor J. Hall. Elruth Harmony. Nicole Hay Lamott. Isabel Hinchcliffe. Chan Chon Ho. Benjamin Holland. Hong Shun Hong. Adam Hughes. Erin Hughes. Georgia Hughes. Samuel Jenkins. Owen John. Elizabeth Johnson. Gabrielle Johnson. Bradley David Jones. Chloe Alicia Jones. Gwenillian Mayer Jones. Jade Jones. Lottie Rosabella Jones. Natalie Jones. Rebecca J. Jones. Thomas John Jones. Sophie Joseph. Victoria Katona. Eng Hong Kyo. Logan Keir. Zainab Khaja. Joy Koo. Sui Koo. Said Adib Cocoon. Joseph King. Maggie Cock. Jonathan Che Gi Kwan. Kwang Jia Yiwan. Nicole King Lam Lee. Sophie Lam. Olivia Larkman. Deborah Lau. Shi Juan Lee. Yang Li. Yuan Chi Leong. Courtney Lewis. Holly Lewis. Lauren Kate Lewis. Mary Lewis. Aurelia Lee Voon Chong. Nicole Jia Jing Lim. Chi Hu Celine Lim. Za'an Hui Lim. Ross William Ludlow. Bridie Kathleen Lynch. Edward David John Lyons. Hariharan Manohoran. James Manship. Hayley Marriott. William George Marston Llewellyn. Amy Martin. Cerys May. Daisy McCalder. Hannah McCullen. Kimberly Metcalf. Diana Migo. Curtis Mills. Tio Carmin. Marcus Francis Mayotti. Natalie Merkert-Chion. Van Iman Balkis. Fatia Jamil Mohammed. Sulara Mohammed. Muhammad Daniel bin Muhammad Firdaus. Shaban Nadeem. Adrian Nagariski. Amanat. Hannah Rian Newbury. Boon Tion Ng. Carmen Ng. Neelan Ng. Sophie Danielle Ng Yen. Molly Rosanna Nichols. Lewis Noble. Daisy O'Hagan. Samantha O'Rourke. Ruth Abulwaskishi Osibanjo. Elliot Michael Owen. Kieran Dean Pacheco. Daphith Parsons. Lloyd Pike. Lee Pin E. Megan Poole. Lucy Paulson. Jack Powell. Hannah Price. Shasini Ravindran. Isabel Rawlings. Sarah Reynolds. Arwell Roberts. Caitlin Elizabeth Roberts. Caitlin Robinson. Gregory Rock. Emma Rodriguez. Thomas Rowland. Henry Russell Garner. Olivia Russo. Lakshay Sakdeva. Courtney Solway. Suneet Kaur Sangera. Tanusha Raj Selvaraj. Ashwinathan Selvanathan. Hei Yi Seng. Trisha Harshit Shah. Johnson Xiao. Emily Charlotte Simpson. Sabnusia Sivanathan. Liha Slimon. Abigail Smith. Tabitha Lucy Eloise Smith. Henry Smith Higgins. Marina Suarez. Zi Sin So. Jamie Leah Solis. Si Jeng Su. En Suen Soon. Chloe Christine Stadden. Brioni Stanton. Jade Stevenson. Arvind Pal Kaur Sukhdev Singh. Jyotsna Swami. Caitlin Swift. Toby Arthur Sylvester. Fariha Tabassum. Angelina Ton. Hui Yin Yi Tan. Mai Zi Tan. Binti Zara Tariq. Janice Tay Shu Hui. Marie-France Sharamanzi Tatemahalagi. Ivan Jun Hong Teng. Shui Hua Tio. Eileen Tio. Zihan Tio. Erin Tyler Thomas. Sarah Jen Thomas. Siri Al Thomas. Wei Hang Justin Tong. Morgan Tottle. Irissa Sani. Rachel Hugh Min Sen. Heather Turner. Minoli V. Hala. Zoe Waker. James Matthew Walwark. Megan Elizabeth Walsh. Jack Waving. Maddie Webb. Abigail Ellen Louise Wheeler. Molly Whitehead. Elizabeth Williams. Ella Williams. Jared Rees Williams. Sean Dillon Williams. Sinead Ellery Williams. Georgia Winter. Sui Hui Wong. Kimberly Wong. Gabriel Chan Chin Yen. Rebecca Catherine Young. Amina Khalid Zawawi. Wang Zhenwan. Victoria Campbell. Chloe Olivia Daly. Jordan Donovan. Alice Ford. Abby Griffiths. Jade Hodge. Kieran Hopkins. Ella Jarrett. Thomas McSwain. Connor McNamara. Robert Slade. Georgia Ray Stocks. Emily Thomas. Hannah Wills. Christina Chung. Rhiannon Davies. Kaylee Davis-Lewis. Miroslava Ivonova Dimitrova. Christine Duploy. Jessica Eiton. Alida George. Kelsey Dawn Greenwood Penny. Chloe Ann Haggerty. Kaylee Hewitson. Sophie Hyam. Jade Jensen. Holly Lines. Carolina Majka. Rishabh Modgil. Rachel Notley. Jake Taverner. Stephanie Whitby. Ellie Elizabeth White. Jade Stokes. Jessica Amy. Kairis Blaney. Charlie Cryer. Ilaria Guelfo. Catherine Sian Howells. Ossian McGuinness. Benjamin McNeil. Niamh Ayla Meacock. Megan Sian Tomlinson. Shadna Ahmed. Adam Baker. Sarah Bevan. Bernice Iwatade. Sian Edelis John. Eve Kidney. Megan Kitto. Sam Lewis. Nadine Salter. Rebecca Ann Woodhead. Amy Louise Critchley. Rebecca Foley. Alexandra Gowdy. Amy Muhammad. Molly Wood. Alice Green. Esther Cloed Ifan. Caddy Shion. Caris Thomas. The Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Would all the students who have just crossed the stage please stand? Troedd awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad a'r holl freintiau y ddaw yn ei sgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr.
Rwy fi, yr athro Damien Wolford Davies, yn cyflwyno rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd athro mewn astudiaethau economaidd a chymdeithasol. I, Professor Damien Wolford Davies, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Economic and Social Studies. Joseph Walker. I, Professor Damien Walford-Davies, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Laws. Paradise Bidkalame. Ollie Lane. Nicola Patricia Lena Lewis. Michael Hines. Guillaume Etienne. Anaëlle Sandrine Fleury. Louis Jutard. Thomas Sean Jones. Rebecca Victoria Winnard. Karina Ali. Natasha Gopal. Tom Aiken. Aisha Salim. Sonia Redcar. Neharika Vatkar. Ian Maxted. Brunaya Richards. Soraya Jasmine Rifaki. Joshua James. Georgia Jones. Afia Wahid Khan. Hannah Tudor. Laura Carter. Julianne Conway. Sonia Francesca Daniel. Andrea Haig. Richard Harding. Ibrahim Hussein. Manir Hussein. Vineet Kapoor. Louise Elizabeth Marriott. Ronan McManus. Ronuk Vasant. Lee David Wickham. Elizabeth Jane Louisa Wyatt. Emma Rose Davis. Georgia Power. James Stewart Rudolph. Tabitha Lucy Walker. Alexander Flores. Madhubita Kothari. Shirley Patricia Barber. Emmanuel Simba Jumo. Farah Alia Loka. I, Professor Damien Walford-Davies, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. David Hugh Rennell. I, Professor Damien Walford-Davies, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Philosophy. Ivan Kaiti Mugabe. The Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Will all the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Troi'r awdurdod a rhodded I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad a'r holl freintiau y ddaw yn ei sgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr.
Prynhawn da, good afternoon. I'm Nick Fox, and it is my honour to address you as the Vice President Postgraduate at Cardiff University Students' Union. May your care ever be for the good name of our university and the well-being of our world. May your association with the university be cherished and constant throughout your life, as you are now members of its distinguished alumni. I am sure that your time has been unique. Everyone in this hall has had to overcome challenges, and this is what makes you the graduate that you are today. But what makes a Cardiff graduate so unique? Cardiff graduates have found people from all over the world who they otherwise would never have met, knowledge they would never have gained, and possibilities they would never have dreamed of. They are more than the papers that document their time here, or the handshakes they just received, more than the gowns they wear or the caps on their heads. They are fierce and proud students and loyal friends. They build communities together and make memories that they will look back fondly on. Lastly, a Cardiff graduate never forgets the steps they took for them to get here, the hard work they put in and the perseverance it takes to achieve great things. But today marks the end of an era and the beginning of the next chapter of your life. Now it is time for you to embark on your own journey in this world, prospering your life, your families, and the world itself for all humanity. Remember, though, you will not get far in life based on what you already know. You will advance in life by what you are going to learn after you leave here, because education in all forms does not stop after you graduate. Class of 2019, do not wait to seize your opportunities. Your time has only just begun. Diolch yn fawr.
I now have the honour of welcoming Sir Simon Picken to speak to the degree ceremony. Sir Simon read law at Cardiff, graduating in 1987, and has subsequently gone on to have an impressive legal career, currently serving as presiding judge of the Wales Circuit. After graduating from this university, Sir Simon continued his studies at Cambridge University, where he obtained a starred first Masters of Law. He was called to the bar at Middle Temple in 1989. His practice was subsequently in commercial law, with a particular emphasis on insurance and reinsurance, oil and gas, professional negligence, and shipping. He was appointed to Queen's Counsel in 2006 and a judge of the High Court at the Queen's Bench Division in June 2015. He was appointed as a judge of the Commercial Court the following year. We are delighted, Sir Simon, that you have taken time from an extraordinarily busy judicial life to come and reflect with us today on your life as an alumni of this university. We welcome you.
That introduction is, of course, very flattering and very nice. The one thing it misses out is that I was just sitting down and I was looking at my notes that I'd printed off to discover that I'd missed out the last 4 pages. So I shall be resorting to my iPhone. It just shows you actually that you can't get everything right. Anyway, it's my delight to be here today. It is a true privilege. I am, and I know I don't sound it, Cardiff through and through. I was born here. I went to school here, to Cardiff High School, the local comprehensive school, and as you've learnt, I went to university here quite a while ago. My father also went to university here and became a solicitor in the city. So did my sister, who is also a solicitor in the city. She actually graduated the year after me. And so too did my brother, who is a solicitor in London. I myself became a barrister rather than a solicitor, something about being a black sheep maybe. And I married a dentist, in fact my dentist, who has a PhD, and yes, you guessed it, she studied in Cardiff. As it happened, she took my wisdom teeth, and that's how we met. We went on to have 4 children, and sure enough, one of those, my son Oliver, graduated from Cardiff in law just 3 years ago. I was sitting right up there looking at the ceremony, and I didn't expect just a few years later to be standing right down here. I congratulate you all. Today is a special day. You will remember it for a long time, and rightly so. It is, of course, special for you, and it is special for every single one of members of your family and friends who are here and privileged, like me, to be here today. They are proud of you, and rightly so. Now, I suggest that you make sure, however, that whoever takes your photographs today does a better job than the designated photographer on my special day some 30 years ago. That was my sister, who was, as I say, herself to graduate just a year later. It was only after the event, when reviewing the photographs in the days that you won't recall, but some here will, when you took them to be developed, rather than simply looked on your phone, the phone I'm going to be looking at for the second part of my speech, that we discovered that my sister's many strengths did not stretch to photography. Every photograph either had a head cut off, typically mine, or at least one leg missing. A memento they were not. So you've been warned, be careful who's taking the photographs today. Now, I've been asked today to give you some indication as to what might follow now that you have graduated today. And I've also, and I'm sorry about this, because you've heard enough about me already, but I've been asked to do so by reference to what happened with me in my career. Well, after Cardiff, as you've heard, I went to Cambridge to do a master's, and then I went to London to bar school. Then I did pupillage in London, in part, being lucky enough indeed to appear in a couple of cases in the House of Lords during my pupillage. And then in Cardiff, I returned, where I came down to earth in Chambers in Park Place, doing domestic violence and landlord and tenant injunctions and the like. After a while, and after becoming a tenant in Chambers here, and meeting my wife when she took my wisdom teeth out, I decided that commercial law was what I wanted to do, and so I headed back to London. I joined Chambers at 7 King's Bench Walk in the Temple in London, the home of many famous judges, such as indeed Lord Denning, Lord Gough, Lord Hobhouse, Lord Mance, and Lord Brandon, to name only those who got to the House of Lords and Supreme Court. There I practiced for 25 years, specializing in high-level and high-value commercial cases of all different types, but often involving, as you've heard, energy-related disputes. But I realized from an early age that I wanted to become a judge, and as a result I became a recorder or part-time Crown Court judge at the relatively young age of 38. And I chose to sit, unsurprisingly perhaps, given my background and where I come from, in Wales. I sat indeed mainly just across the city and just across from the university in Cardiff Crown Court. The first time I ever spoke to a jury was in that capacity on my very first day as a recorder. And sure enough, Cardiff being a small city, perhaps even a village, one of the potential jurors that day turned out to be somebody I'd been at infant school with. This is when I revert to my phone, because my notes have run out. I also revert, therefore, to my glasses. Now, a couple of years later, I became a QC, as you've also heard, and 9 years after that, at the relatively young age of 48 or 49, I became a High Court judge. I am, as I understand it, and excuse me for saying this because I'm actually very proud of it, the only graduate of Cardiff University in its 136-year history in its previous form and now ever to have become a High Court judge. And that does make me extremely proud, not just for myself, but for this university, the university of which you are now all graduates. And it shows that as a graduate of Cardiff, you can do anything. And I should just say, I hope I'm not the evidence to the contrary, but contrary to popular myth, High Court judges are nowadays an increasingly diverse bunch, with more and more former state school pupils like me being appointed. That's good news. It's very good news, since promoting diversity and widening the pool from which judges are drawn ensures that there's a greater availability of talent, a greater competition for places, and a greater quality of appointments. Now, I spend my time, as again you've heard, in the commercial court in London, doing large commercial disputes, mostly of an international nature and involving very large sums of money and even larger, I fear, amounts of paper. But the rest of my time is spent sitting in the Court of Appeal Criminal Division. I was there yesterday and I'm there again tomorrow. And then when I'm not doing that, sitting in Wales doing murder cases in my role as a presiding judge of Wales. That is indeed, I was in Wales for the last 3 weeks on such a case. And so I have, in a sense, come back home. The circle has come round as I find myself back in Cardiff. And even more specifically, as I say, I find myself in Cardiff on graduation day, not sitting where you are, but standing here talking to you. And so what do I say to you about what follows from here, which is what I've been asked to consider? Well, as I have already explained, that there is no limit to what you can do. When I was in Cardiff at university, we were told that you couldn't become a barrister unless you had family connections and money. That was wrong. I proved it, and so have others who have become successful barristers. The same applies to becoming a solicitor. The same applies to going into business and doing other things with your law degree. Cardiff is as well regarded as any university, and rightly so. So the first thing I want to say is not to do anything other than aim high. Do what you want, and do not tell others, and do not let others tell you that you cannot do what you want. The second thing I think worth mentioning is that you should be prepared to be flexible. What I haven't told you so far is that it was on graduation day itself that I decided to become a barrister. I was intending to become a solicitor like my father. I had a training contract, or articles as we called them in those days, arranged in a city firm in London. But in my heart I realized that I wanted to become a barrister. I wanted to become an advocate. I wanted to wear the wig. It was on graduation day itself that I told my parents what I was going to do instead, and it was for that reason that I found myself with a year to spare, and why it is that I went on to Cambridge to do a master's degree. That was a wonderful thing to do, and I treasure it greatly. I then became a barrister, but I thought that I wanted to practice in Cardiff, doing commercial work here. I gave it a go. Things did not quite work out. That's why I headed back to London to join my chambers in the Temple. I didn't plan this, it happened, I adapted. And you should be prepared, if you don't mind me saying so, to adapt too. The third thing I suggest is to be prepared to do more than one thing. Mine has proven to be a fairly conventional career in a fairly conventional field. However, becoming a judge, initially part-time at a young age and then full-time at a relatively young age, has meant that I have avoided getting into a rut. It's a true privilege to be able to find that my career has been revitalized in the way that it has. In these days, we are expected to work for so much longer than before, and having this opportunity to revitalize seems to me to be very important. But I think it's likely that with you, and indeed with my own 4 children, there will be so much more scope and indeed necessity to be prepared to shift jobs and shift careers. Technology changes. It will continue to change. We should be excited by this and we should welcome it. Careers will adapt to fit those changes. What we do, even as lawyers, and even, yes, as judges, is going to change. I don't know how. If I did, I could indeed become very rich. But I can be confident that change will happen, and that we, and you mainly, given that obviously you're much younger than me, need to be ready to adapt, and so ready to change careers. What next? Well, you will need to work hard. I'm afraid there's no escaping that, but you know that already. That's why you have already got to where you have, and nothing is achieved in this modern age without sheer hard work, so be prepared for that. There will be other things, but there again, I don't have a crystal ball. And my last observation, apart from, as I said, to make sure that whatever you do, if you're about to make a speech, make sure you print it all off rather than miss a few pages. But my last observation is a simple one. Please do what you want to do, as I've said already, but please also do what you enjoy doing. And make sure that you do actually enjoy what you do. The future is long, and there is simply no point in doing something unworthwhile and unenjoyable. Obtaining your degrees, as you have done today, from a university as prestigious as Cardiff will enable you to fulfill your dreams. Make sure you do. And I end where I started, because I don't want to go on for too long, by thanking the university for inviting me, and by again congratulating you, as others have done today and will continue rightly to do, on your fantastic achievements today. Thank you.
Sir Simon, thank you very much indeed for your presence with us and for your insights in reminding us that each of us takes our place in the wider global community to which we make a contribution. And indeed, I have learnt a huge amount this afternoon. I am not a lawyer. I had previously thought that all lawyers were quiet, timid, nervous little creatures. But I discover that you're really quite a loud and enthusiastic bunch. And keep that up, for the pursuit of inquiry, the pursuit of knowledge is vital to all that we celebrate in this place. And in that respect, there are 2 particular thank yous. The first, on behalf of the University Council and on behalf of you, is to the staff, some of whom are present this afternoon, whose sheer dedication, hard work and enthusiasm has helped each of you, each of us, to make this great achievement. Diolch yn fawr I chi. The second requires the naturally nervous, timid, inward-looking lawyers to do something. So I'd now like all of you who have received an award this afternoon to stand, please. And it has become part of our tradition at these ceremonies that this is your opportunity to say thank you to those who have come with you today to support you. They have been part of the university experience, encouraging you, supporting you, loving you, and I dare say getting you out of the odd scrape or two. And there will be 1 or 2 more scrapes to come. Some of them will be very odd indeed. And so, suspending that natural reserve, please, I invite those of you who have received a degree this afternoon to give thanks to those who have come as your supporters. Thank you very much. Please be seated. As we come now to the close of this formal part of the celebration, we're going to watch a short film which reminds you, I hope, of the place that you now take in that broader community of Cardiff University alumni, a distinguished group of people who in a variety of ways change communities for the better. I hope it underlines the commitment that you make to your ongoing membership of this prestigious university, and I hope you will enjoy not only it, but the rest of your day and all that follows. Diolch yn fawr.
You came to Cardiff. You worked. You played. You cried. You laughed. And you learned. From Butte Building to Butte Park. From Talabont to the Tav. You made memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. And you made your mark on Cardiff University.
We made lifelong friends, and we're still in touch. We still have reunions, and I have to say, of course, I met my husband in Cardiff.
I turned up in Cardiff in October of 1979, a very different city to what it is today. Student life in Cardiff then and now was great fun.
Cardiff University ranks as, one of the top universities in engineering, so it's the only university I applied for, actually.
I wanted to meet new people and enjoy my social life, I guess, as well, and I thought Cardiff gave me the opportunity to do that.
I had a huge amount of fun here. There are friends that I've kept over the years that I met on the course here at Cardiff.
Cardiff is a young city and an eclectic city. Even if I wanted to do it all over again, I don't think I would ever want to study anywhere other than Cardiff.
My English is Chinese English with some Welsh accent.
The week we played England in 2013 and beat them in Cardiff. England came for the Grand Slam in Cardiff and we blew them off the park. I sent my finals that week.
But your Cardiff journey doesn't end here. Cardiff will always be a part of you. Edrychwch o gwmpas. Look around. This is a room full of brilliant minds, talent, strength, ambition. You have worked so hard and discovered amazing things together. Today, you become Cardiff alumni, ready to shape the world with ideas, designs, dreams.
I think the experience doesn't stop with graduation.
Yeah, Cardiff had a massive impact on, I guess, me as a person.
It enabled me to have the confidence to campaign for many changes, for disabled people.
The values that were instilled all set me in incredible stead.
I'm forever grateful to Cardiff University for allowing me the ability really to study alongside my playing career.
Your time at university is what shapes most people.
Always carry with you the good values of being kind to people, being honest to people.
Certainly, without Cardiff, I wouldn't be where I am today. There's no doubt about that.
So let's go forward together. Go out into the world and make it a better place for everyone. And remember, no matter where your ambitions take you next, Cardiff will always be here.
Llongyfarchiadau.
Congratulations.
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 Llongyfarchiadau.
Congratulations.
Cardiff is so proud of you. Croeso. Welcome to our alumni community.